Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a massive, viral digital manifesto that has absolutely captivated the online personal development space. It's called The Law of Titans, and it comes to us from the channel Growth Pillar. Now, if you've been looking for profound life insights, the kind of beautifully blend ancient-sounding wisdom with very modern digital boundaries, you are absolutely in the right place. We're going to decode exactly what makes this whole philosophy so incredibly magnetic.
Okay, let's dive into this masterclass. Here's our quick roadmap for today. Number 1, enter the law of Titans. Number 2, mastering wisdom and control. 3, 3 rules of self-respect. And we'll wrap up with number 4, the psychology of the audience. All right, moving right along to section 1, enter the law of Titans. Let's establish the core philosophy here. So the crucial point is that the Law of Titans is essentially a deep exploration into the interconnected themes of wisdom and control. And the ultimate goal? Empowering individuals with genuine personal development. Look, this isn't just about giving you some fleeting rah-rah motivation. It's designed to give you a highly refined, practical approach to managing your world, your personal energy, and honestly the decisions you're making every single day. Let's hit section 2, mastering wisdom and control. This really covers the foundational pillars of the whole concept. Notice the exact keywords driving this entire ecosystem. We've got a really distinct blend of wisdom and control, life insights, and actual philosophical concepts. It deliberately shifts your mental space. So instead of zombie scrolling through your feed at 2 a.m., it points you toward actively understanding control and seeking wisdom. It's basically asking you to take a step back and rigorously analyze how you operate on a daily basis. Which brings us to section 3, 3 rules of self-respect. This is all about the practical application. And a quick note here, the creator actually opens this lesson with a pretty stark, honest warning. They don't teach you these rules, you learn them the hard way. So let's walk through these right now so you don't have to learn them the hard way. First up, Rule 21, not everyone deserves access to you. Let's just pause and really let the weight of that sink in for a second. Protecting your personal boundaries is absolutely the first step in taking back your control. It's about recognizing that your time, your presence, and your energy, those are exclusive, incredibly valuable resources. Moving right into Rule 22, silence is sometimes the loudest answer. And this brilliantly illustrates how the series emphasizes keeping control over your own reactions. Because think about it. You don't always have to engage, right? You don't have to jump into the comments to argue back or fiercely defend your position. Sometimes simply choosing silence is actually a highly active, completely powerful decision. And finally, we arrive at Rule 23. The moment you stop chasing, everything starts respecting you. The creator explicitly tells the audience to read that again slowly. And it makes total sense because it's a complete inversion of how we're usually taught to pursue things, whether that's relationships, attention, or our goals. Stop the desperate chase, center yourself, and just let respect naturally follow your own self-assurance. Now, what's really interesting about this juxtaposition is how sharply the creator separates these two concepts. This hits the absolute climax of their message. They state point blank, this is an attitude, this is self-respect. And that distinction, it's absolutely critical. Attitude is reactive, it's often defensive, and it usually stems from the ego. But self-respect? That is grounded, it's quiet, and it is completely within your own control. This frames these rules not as being cold or aloof, but as vital, non-negotiable boundaries for healthy personal growth. And that takes us into our final act, Section 4, the psychology of the audience. Let's look at why this hits home for so many people. I want to throw this question directly to you, the viewer. Why does this mindset shift resonate so deeply? What is it about these specific digital life hacks that pulls in thousands of shares, likes, and comments? Why do people crave this kind of boundary setting right now? Well, part of the answer lies in the really strategic ecosystem Growth Pillar has built here. Notice this clever blend. On one hand, we have abstract philosophy with hashtags like deep thoughts and mindset shift. But then, those are directly paired with highly actionable tags, things like psychology tricks, daily life hacks, and social skills. The absolute genius of this is that it takes high-level wisdom and distills it into practical, everyday tools you can immediately use at work, with your friends, or in your relationships. And the undeniable proof that this is working? It's right there in the comment sections. Across these videos, we see this endless stream of soaring eagles, salute emojis, 100%, and people just simply typing respect.
It is a highly enthusiastic, almost visceral community response. These aren't just passive scrollers. These are individuals who actually feel seen and they feel actively empowered by these concepts to reclaim their own space and energy.
Which brings us to our final thought for this explainer. I want you to ask yourself, are you reacting with attitude or are you acting with self-respect? It's a pretty powerful metric to measure your daily interactions against. Next time you feel that sudden urge to chase, to argue unnecessarily, or to give someone access to you who really hasn't earned it, remember the law of Titans. Take a step back, find your silence, and choose self-respect. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll leave you to think on that.